And now stakeholders in the financial sector and banks are divided over re-issuance of the old naira notes following the Supreme Court judgment extending the legal tender status to December 31st, 2023, while banks said they can't commence a reissuance of the old note until they are directed to do so by the CBN. And stakeholders, including bank commercials, financial analysts, and business owners, have called for immediate reissuance of the old naira notes and a compliance with the Supreme Court. Some banks officials said the banks will comply once they get a directive from the Central Bank of Nigeria. They're moving away from there now and looking at the next story here. The Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Mustafa Ahmed, has issued a warning of upcoming severe flooding this year, as indicated by in predictions from relevant agencies. A statement issued by this agency noted that Ahmed disclosed at a two-day expert technical meeting on 2023 climate-related disaster preparedness and mitigation strategies in Abuja. He said that this had earlier been reviewed in the seasonal climate predictions and annual flood outlooks by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency and the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency. And looking at this one now, the NNPC Limited has declared that it has in stock about 1.2 billion liters of premium motor spirit, which will ensure a robust supply of the product for at least 35 days. Chief Corporate Communications Officer, NNPC Limited, Garabadin Mohammed, in a statement weekend, explained that the 2.1 billion liters represented 0.9 billion liters in all the land depots nationwide and 1.2 billion liters in marine vessels. He said the company plans to close the month of March 2023 with about 2.8 billion liters, which is equivalent to 47 days of sufficiency. However, Nigerians have berated the inconsistency on the part of NNPC Limited over its many failed promises to make the commodity available that have resulted in queues as seen in Lagos and in Federal Capital Territory. And finally, Nigeria is going to save about 10 trillion naira annually by the elimination of subsidies on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, and foreign exchange. A report released on Sunday by Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise had stated it explained that the country will save about 7 trillion naira annually by halting subsidy on petrol, while an estimated 3 trillion naira will be unlocked when the Central Bank of Nigeria eventually halts subsidy on foreign exchange. The director of CPPE, Moda Yusuf, will disclose this in a report titled Economic Agenda for Incoming Administration, displaying that the government that will take over in May should prioritize macroeconomic stability. It said the incoming administration should lay emphasis on moderating inflationary pressures, stabilizing the exchange rate, and boosting economic growth.